The Augusta National Golf Club, Augusta, Georgia. Early April, 1973. Time for another Masters tournament.
Roll, please.
I made a bogey and a double bogey here last year as well as an eagle, so the hole has got a lot of variety and can be tough, it can be easy.
Annually, the Masters is the first of the world's 4 major championships to be played. From all over America, indeed from all over the globe, the great golfers and golf aficionados converge on Augusta for the tournament. Here's 2-time Masters champion Byron Nelson. A Masters without Sam Snead would be like the 4th of July without a parade. Sam's a 3-time winner here. One day when Sam was in a reminiscent mood, we found him surveying the landscape out by the 18th green.
You know, I've been coming down here at the Augusta Masters tournament since 1937, and I've never seen so many changes made since the first time I arrived here. When I came here, they had the old building up there, which was a residence. We changed our shoes upstairs and downstairs. We were falling over each other. And now they've added on to the old clubhouse with all the new structures and whatnot, and the fabulous changes that they have made. So they have all these new cottages all over the place. And along here on the 18th, surrounding the 18th green, they have built high mounds. To do that, you had to change the 10th tee and put it well back to the left, which makes a sharp dog leg out of this 10th hole, and I believe will just about make a half a shot harder hole to play.
From the Far East this year, a strong contingent including Takaaki Kono of Japan. Also from Japan, Masashi Ozaki. On the practice tee, Mr. Lu Lianghwan of Taiwan. Lee Trevino from Texas, British Open champion. On the practice tee, working out their problems, both the comparative unknowns and the Palmers. One of the men we spoke to on the practice tee was Peter Osterhaus, the young English professional.
I was generally misstriking the ball, mainly by coming over the top with my right shoulder, and I'm trying to hit the back of the ball a little better, a little more consistently, so I'm able to attack some of the difficult pin placements that they have here at Augusta. So I'm trying to stay behind the ball.
A smooth, coordinated swing for a tall man of 6'5". Well behind and under the ball on this particular swing. Jesse Carlisle Snead.
I have a tendency to sway off the ball a little bit, and I have a tendency to move off of it the other way a little bit. And I've been working on my release in the last 3 weeks, and I've finally gotten that down pretty good where I'm hitting the driver pretty good, but my irons, I'm having a little trouble hitting it left because I'm releasing the club, and I think I'm moving past the ball a little bit at impact, and that makes me come over. So I have a tendency.
J.C. Snead is not the stylist his Uncle Sam is, but he has a powerful, effective swing. Didn't move off the ball that time. Finally, Tom Weiskopf.
I don't worry about how I hit the ball too much on the practice tee. That what I try to develop is a good smooth swing, a good rhythm, and then try to take that out on the course with me, a good feel. And that's basically all I do.
This is one of the game's truly great swings. And the mystery is why Tom has not won even more tournaments. At the wheel, Clifford Roberts, chairman of the Masters. With him, Frank G. McClintock, vice chairman of the tournament committee. Approaching Sir Ian Stewart.
Oh, Sir Ian, I'm sure happy to see you.
Very nice to see you, too.
I can't tell you how important having the captain of the RNA here during the Masters tournament. It's the most meaningful thing that will happen all week as far as I'm concerned.
Well, that's nice of you to say so, but I think no golfer can die happy unless he's been to Augusta, and this is my first time, and I'm thrilled to be here.
Later in the day, Sir Ian, a distinguished Scottish industrialist and civic leader, goes for a stroll over the second nine, earnestly studying this celebrated course.
When I got here, I was very keen to see the famous holes that I'd heard so much about on this great golf course. One of these holes, the 10th, a very tough par 4, has a background of impressive pine trees, massive pine trees. And the spring, of course, the woods are filled with azaleas and the white flowering tree that they call the dogwood. On the short 12th, I crossed to the green by the Hogan Bridge, named in honor, of course, of Ben Hogan. The 12th, by the way, is one of the most deceptive par 3s I know of. I'm told that the wind can be behind you on the tee and against you on the green. What a magnificent time to be here on such a beautiful golf course.
The Augusta National is quite probably the most beautiful inland golf course in the world. It has one invaluable advantage. It occupies the site of an old plantation called Fruitlands, the home of Baron Berkmans, a Belgian botanist, who created over its acres the South's first great nursery. As the day comes to an end, the shadows lengthen on the clubhouse terrace. In the evening, among the other social functions, formal dinners in the dining rooms of the clubhouse. The whole occasion, the good golf and the good fellowship, evoking memories of the one and only Bob Jones, the co-founder of the Augusta National, still the guiding spirit of the Masters. Thursday, the day of the opening round. A bright, brisk Georgia morning, a spring breeze blowing across the fairways. The first two golfers scheduled to tee off, the tournament's traditional honorary starters, Freddie McLeod, 90 years old, and Jock Hutchison, 88 years old. That's Freddie in the yellow sweater, Jock in the light green jacket. This year, Jock's hip has been bothering him, and he won't be able to play. On the tee, Freddie McLeod, winner of the 1908 United States Open. A fine drive down the right-hand side of the fairway. A smile of approval from Jock, the 1921 British Open champion. Another Masters is underway. Later on the first tee, partnered with four-time Masters champion Arnold Palmer, Ben Crenshaw, the young Texas amateur. On the first round, as you know, it is customary for the amateurs in the field to be paired with former Masters champions. The current United States amateur champion, Vinnie Giles, plays a medium iron on the short 6th. And he's got the ball right on the flag. It's up there, very close, about a yard from the hole. It topples in. Vinnie is paired with Jack Nicklaus, another four-time winner, the defending champion, and a heavy favorite this year. By the way, the course is in beautiful condition. The greens are very firm, but they'll hold a well-struck approach shot. Out on the long 15th, Steve Melnick. One of the many young professionals looming large in the picture these days out on the Pro Tour. Perhaps the two most glamorous young pros, Johnny Miller on the left and Lanny Wadkins. Forget your bank books, fellas. One of the best of the rising young stars, Jerry Hurd. Engulfed by his gallery. Disengulfed. On the first fairway, Greer Jones. After a fairly short drive, a full-blooded 4-iron right on line. Up there close, 6 feet from the pin. A super birdie. Oh, just a tick there. What does the up-and-coming young British pro look like? Well, he looks like Brian Barnes, with his inseparable pipe. Up with the leaders today, Masashi Ozaki of Japan. Here, playing the 16th, he stands 2 under par. A chance to go 3 under. They call this big fellow Jumbo. Right in the middle, Ozaki moves to 3 under par and holds it for the round. The front runner today, Tommy Aaron, 18th tee. A perfect drive. Aaron, that sweet swinger from Gainesville, Georgia, goes on to finish with a par. An almost flawless round of 68. Only 1 bogey. Par, of course, is 72. A word about the leaderboards situated at key points around the course. Under the scoring system pioneered here at the Masters, a golfer's hole-by-hole position can be seen at a glance. A red figure, he's that many strokes under par. A green figure, he's that many strokes over par. A green 0, he's even par. Friday, the day of the second round. Another bracing spring morning. Walking to the first tee, a man who personifies the spirit of the Masters, Gene Sarazen. It's hard to believe, but it's a full 51 years since Gene won his first national championship, the 1922 United States Open. A solid drive by Sarazen down the left side of the fairway. As no one will ever forget, Gene won the 1935 Masters after holding out in 2 for that double eagle on the long 15th. The shot heard round the world. These days, on this 400-yard first hole, uphill off the tee, it takes Gene, he's 71 now, 2 good woods to get home. Just short in 2 today. A little wedge flip, veering off to the left. A curving 11-footer for his par 4. Beautiful putt by Sarazen. A great deal of action for the Masters patrons to watch today, such as this pitch to the second by Sam Snead. The ball actually lands in the hole. We've frozen it right there for a moment. And then it hops out. Sam almost had himself an eagle. Approaching the first, the Commander-in-Chief of Arnie's Army. Arnie had a mediocre 77 yesterday, but his Army is still out in force. Firmly hit iron, about 35 feet from the hole. Palmer matched par on this round with an excellent 72. On the 5th green, long birdie putt, Jack Nicklaus. No, he's left it short, 6 or 7 feet short. Slipping off to the right, a bogey for Jack, his 2nd in a row. On the 4th, he missed a very short putt, under 3 feet. Now and then, he gets these putting miseries. On the 6th, another 3-putt green, another bogey for Nicklaus. On the 7th, trouble of a different kind after a pulled tee shot. Oh, he didn't catch that ball the way he wanted to. Still in the woods. Playing 3. Got it out cleanly, but the ball is shooting over the green and beyond the bunker at the back. Jack ended up with a double bogey 6. On the long 8th, a chance to strike back. On with 2 great shots. Not up, but not a bad lag putt for the birdie. This turned out to be one of those tormenting rounds in which no putt of any length would go down for Jack Nicklaus. He finished with a 77, well off the pace. Later in the afternoon, 13th tee, Tommy Aaron. He's partnered with J.C. Snead, and they're both battling for the lead today with Bob Dixon and Gay Brewer. That's a useful drive. J.C. now, like Aaron, 1 under par for the tournament at this juncture. There's a big drive, bouncing around the corner on this short dogleg par 5, 475 yards. J.C.'s 2nd. Aaron lies 2 on the fringe of the green, playing an iron, and playing a gorgeous shot, covering the flag. This set J.C. Snead up for 2 putts and an easy birdie. Aaron putting from the heavy fringe. And this splendid approach putt set up a matching birdie for Tommy. 17th hole, Aaron's approach. Tommy, a notorious streak player, is certainly riding a hot streak right now. He birdied the 14th, in position for another bird here. J.C. Snead playing his approach. A high-flying pitch shot, pulling up some 20 feet short of the flag. Snead for the birdie. Yes, sir. Aaron for his 3. Isn't that typical of the game of golf? The outsider is the man who makes the birdie, and the insider misses it. Climactic action from the apron of the 18th. Chichi Rodriguez. That puts Chichi 2 under par. Too bad this fellow is so reserved and inhibited. At the end of 36 holes, 4 men are tied for the lead. Aaron, J.C. Snead, Dixon, and Brewer. A stroke behind them, Rodriguez. 2 strokes behind them, Golby, Osterhaus, Ozaki, and Jones. Early on Saturday, the day when the 3rd round was scheduled, a heavy rainstorm hit the Augusta area. Although the forecast was not hopeful, play actually did get underway. Here on the first tee and out on the course, die-hard spectators lingered at their stations. The Augusta National has a most effective drainage system, but with the ground already filled to the brim by earlier rains, there was just no place for the water to go, and it pooled up on the greens. Finally, at 11:55, the day's play was officially canceled. The first rain out of a Masters round since way back in 1961, an astounding record. By evening, after 3 1/2 inches of rain, Rays Creek was a raging torrent. Sunday morning, Thanks to the clearing skies and to the yeoman efforts of the course superintendent and his staff, the Augusta National is eminently playable today. On this third round, increased pressure on the golfers who survived the cut. Everyone reacts to pressure in his own way. Chichi Rodriguez takes care of the inner man. And Steve Melnick has hit one of the wildest slices of his life into the bamboo forest on the short fourth hole. Looks like the old Amazon Valley Open. Take your time, Steve. See you back at the marketplace. Peter Osterhaus is making a move. On and two on the par 5 second. He has this 60-footer across the green for an eagle. Yes, and that eagle 3 puts the young Englishman right into the heart of contention. 3 under par for the tournament. A stroke behind J.C. Snead and Aaron, the co-leaders. Aaron on the third, a 20-footer for his birdie. Tommy Aaron goes 5 under and jumps out in front in this tournament. On the fourth, bunkered before the green. Oh, a superlative explosion shot. We'll soon see if Tommy has the stuff to hang on to his lead. Hard luck. Well-stroked putt. On the fifth, a chip to a difficult pin position. A second straight bogey. After a birdie on the sixth, more trouble on the seventh. The recovery shot ricochets to the edge of the rough. Playing 3. Shades of Nicklaus. Over the green and through the back bunker. A double bogey. On the eighth, an extremely poor chip. Another bogey. On the ninth, short in 2. Aaron still cannot get a grip on himself. A weak little pitch. Still another bogey. Over the last 6 holes, Tommy Aaron, in a weird collapse, has lost 5 strokes to par. And while he was tossing strokes away, other contenders were avidly picking them up. Among them, Bob Goalby, the 1968 Masters champion. On the first, Goalby, one of the soundest putters of our day, goes 1 under par. On the seventh, he goes 2 under. Bob will bear watching. Jim Jamieson has been moving up. On the sixth, Jamieson, who played so well in last year's Masters, puts his tee shot 9 feet from the cut. If he can drop this putt, he'll go 2 under for the tournament. Dead center. Another familiar face. Gay Brewer is in the fight. No bouquets on this approach to the seventh, but Brewer, the 1967 Masters champion, is one of those doughty competitors you can never count out. Looks awfully good. Brewer goes 2 under for the tournament. Approaching the ninth, Jumbo Ozaki. This strong young man from Japan has been right up with the leaders from the start, and he still is. He has this putt to go 2 under for the tournament. Nice manner, this young fellow. And who is the leader on this turbulent third round? As he makes the turn, it's J.C. Sneed, 5 under par, and holding a 2-stroke margin. Can he stand the heat in the kitchen? Sneed playing his approach on the scenic 10th. He's cut it out to the right. Landing in the gallery. And kicking back onto the fringe. Bogey, though, approaching the perilous water-flanked 11th. Another wayward long iron finds the water. Another bogey. Leader-itis. Sneed, the short 12th, over Rays Creek. A little too much club, finishing in the rear bunker. A 3rd consecutive bogey, and that quickly, J.C. is out of the lead. Not long before Sneed wavered on this dangerous stretch, Osterhaus, wielding a red-hot putter, had come to life on it. A birdie on the 10th, 2 under par. On the 12th, a perfect birdie. Osterhaus moves 3 under par, and he's tied for the lead with Jamieson. On the par 5, 15th, playing his 3rd. A crisp, low-flying pitch settles down quickly, leaving Osterhaus a 15-footer for his birdie. He's got it, and the tall, boyish Englishman goes into the lead all by himself. He now stands 4 under par, playing inspired golf on this second 9. On the 17th, a crack at another birdie. This must be one of those days when the hole looks as big as a peach basket to Peter Osterhaus. 18th tee. Cut across it a little. That could be trouble. It is. It hits a pine and plummets down to the edge of the fairway. He'll have to play an intentional fade out and around the trees. And it looks like Peters brought it off. The ball slicing back, missing the front bunker, ending up just off the green. Marvelous shot. And here comes the leader, Peter Osterhaus, 24 years old, the son of an English mother and a Dutch father. In Dutch, Osterhaus means East House. Peter was educated at Dulwich, the famous English school. He turned professional in 1967. For the birdie. Oh, off the lip. He must settle for a par 4 and a 68. An ovation for Peter Osterhaus from the Masters Gallery. At the 3/4 mark, Osterhaus, 5 under par, holds a 3-stroke lead over J.C. Sneed, Golby, and Jamieson, and a 4-stroke lead over Rodriguez, Brewer, Miller, and Aaron. Another shot farther back, Ozaki and Dickinson. Monday, the day of the 4th round. One of the first men onto the course, the Earl of Derby, president of the British PGA. The Masters is unique in that officials from foreign organizations, together with the leaders of our American golf associations, join with members of the Augusta National in conducting the tournament. First tee, Jack Nicklaus, a full 8 shots off the pace. He'll have to shoot in the middle 60s today to have an outside chance. You can be sure Jack will be giving it everything he has. Man, how he unloads on that ball. Nicklaus, first green, birdie chance. He's off with a birdie. That's the start he wanted. On the long second. A long iron. Swinging too much from right to left. Playing his 3rd with a pitching wedge. A deft little touch shot. Birdie putt. No. Yes! Jack Nicklaus is off and running. Aside from Nicklaus's mad dash, the story of this final round is a story of three golfers: Osterhaus, J.C. Snead, and Aaron. Aaron approaches the first. He's playing three twosomes ahead of Osterhaus and J.C. Snead, paired together, about 35 feet away. Wow, a sensational birdie putt. The par 5 second. Aaron's third, and he's hit it too big, carrying into the spectators behind the green. He'll have his work cut out getting down in 2 from there. Putted it from off the green. Another incredible putt by Tommy Aaron. A second straight birdie. Aaron's back to 3 under. In the chase again. Third green. A chance for a third straight birdie. Yes, now the question is, will Aaron, that man of fierce attacks and headlong retreats, be able to stand up to the terrific pressure today? 3 twosomes behind him, J.C. Snead. Playing a pitch to the first after a monstrous drive. Oh, he's gonna like it. J.C. is off with a bird. On the short fourth, Osterhaus, still the leader. Playing his second after hitting his tee shot over the green. Didn't gauge this shot too well. This to save par. Just slid by the cup. Osterhaus bunkered behind the 7th green. Subsequently, 2 putts and a bogey. The lead goes over to Aaron. He's 5 under after birdieing the 8th. The 8th green, Snead, short birdie putt. And J.C. moves 5 under. He's tied for the lead now with Aaron. This is Aaron on the 10th green. 2 putts for his par. He's left himself something. Rolled over the rim. 3 putts in his first bogey of the day. We'll soon see what effect this has on this mercurial golfer. Aaron chipping from off the 11th, 3rd shot. This overly bold chip resulted in another bogey. And now J.C. Snead is the undisputed leader, 5 under, as he comes to the hazardous 12th. Taking a 7-iron. Looks good. No, it could be short. Landing on the front bank and trickling back into Rays Creek. How often in the past have we seen the last round leader come to grief on this hole? After a drop, playing 3. An elegant little pitch, but nonetheless, a double bogey. Again, it's anybody's Masters, and that someone could be Nicklaus. Playing the 15th, he's 1 under par, only 3 strokes off the lead. Jack went with a 2-iron for his second on this 525-yard par 5. A tremendous shot over the pond and onto the green, setting up yet another birdie for Nicklaus. He goes 2 under par. Back on the 13th, J.C. Snead. Resiliently mounting another attack. A squarely struck second. Finds the green on this treacherous par 5. From off the edge of the 13th, Osterhaus playing his 3rd. Almost hold it for an eagle. J.C. now, his try for his eagle. It's got the line. Oh, we're seeing some fantastic golf right now. 15th fairway, Tommy Aaron. firing a fairway wood on his second. Boy, he hit that flush. Landing on the green and rolling about 30 feet over the back edge. This is adrenaline time. It was at about this moment, as Aaron strode to his ball, that a salvo of excited cheers and applause erupted from the gallery massed around the 18th green. This is what had happened. Jack Nicklaus, still charging, had come to the 18th, 5 under par for the day, 2 under for the tournament. Lying 2 off the front edge, 30 feet from the hole. He's got it. Jack's 8th birdie of the round. A 66, 3 under par for the distance. And now, if the leaders wobble, Nicklaus has a definite chance. Back on the 15th, Aaron playing his 3rd. He cuts a little sand wedge that drops softly and runs for the pin. A brilliant clutch shot. A 4-footer for the birdie. Aaron moves 5 under par and into the lead in this tense, dramatic Masters. He holds a 1-stroke lead over Snead and Osterhaus. Moments later, they come to the 15th. After Snead has laid up short of the pond, Osterhaus goes for the green on his second, hitting a 3-wood. Oh, he's pushed it far to the right, and the ball's landing among the spectators, banked to the right of the green. Osterhaus playing 3 from stamped down mud. Crucial shot. Hit it heavy, didn't even reach the green. Playing 4. Even if he gets down in 2, he'll trail Aaron by 1. Not a good chip, about 8 feet short. Snead now, playing his 4th. It's up there close, and J.C. will have his par 5. He's a stroke behind Aaron now. Osterhaus, this to save his 5. Twisted out, a costly 6. 2 strokes behind Aaron now. That could spell the end of his hopes. On the 18th tee, Aaron. Having made his pars on the 16th and 17th, Tommy still holds a 1-stroke margin over J.C. Snead. He's split the fairway here on the 18th. Snead, 16th green. Birdie putt. He needs it to tie for the lead. Just broke off. 18th fairway, Aaron. A good-looking shot. And an intelligent one. Tommy's kept the ball below the pin on this slick down-slanted green. Not a sound around the 18th green as Aaron steps up to his putt. Missed it by a hair, but that's a fine par 4 and a magnificent final round of 68 for Tommy Aaron. 5 under for the tournament. To gain a tie, J.C. Snead must birdie one of the last 2 holes. Snead, 17th green, this for a par. Gritty putt. He keeps his chances alive. 18th fairway, J.C. Snead. He's not buckling. That ball is right on the flagstick, finishing about 20 feet past. He'll have a very good chance to make that all-important birdie. But first, Osterhaus will putt. Still 3 under par. He cannot catch Aaron even if he holds this birdie putt. No, sir. But what a superb tournament this young Englishman has played all the way. And now, everyone's attention is focused on Jesse Carlisle Snead. This for a tie. No, tremendous. tremendous try. JC holds it. After that courageous rear guard chase, he's obviously disappointed. Behind the green, he is met by Mrs. Snead. That slump forward speaks volumes, doesn't it? Final results. The winner, Tommy Aaron with a total of 283. A stroke behind, J.C. Snead. 2 strokes behind, Peter Osterhaus, Jim Jameson, and Jack Nicklaus. Tommy Aaron arrives for the presentation ceremony on the practice putting green. His is an exceedingly popular victory, for Tommy is the first Georgian ever to win the Masters and to don the winner's green jacket. During his dozen years as a pro, Tommy has finished second so often he has come to be known as golf's bridesmaid. He will no longer be saddled with that sobriquet after his resolute and richly deserved triumph in the 1973 Masters.